5 AM right now, and yeah, we're going to leave the showgrounds here this morning. The reason we're leaving this early in the morning is because when we booked Teewah, it's just part and parcel of the tide times. So it's going to take us about an hour and a half to get up to Noosa from here, maybe a little bit more. And then we'll be fighting the tides. So low tide is 6:45 there. And then high tide I think was about 12:30 or 1 o'clock. So by the time we get up there, get on the beach and race up the beach to our campground, yeah. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Well, we've just arrived here at the Noosa North Shore Ferry. I believe for us it's going to cost about 15 for the car and 15 for the van to get across.
So $30.
I think it's just one way, but I'll find out. Yeah, each way. So that it is what it is. It's probably a little bit more expensive than I thought it would be, but whatever. Yeah, so we're gonna cross here and then we'll pretty much drive another sort of 15-20 minutes, and then I'll have to air down and then we'll drive onto the beach.
Whoa! Sorry. What are you on a boat, Lily? Going across the river, see?
Powerful.
See with the car across the river?
Why
We're moving. We're moving. This will be our first beach driving in Queensland. Oh no, Bribey Island was.
It will be with this setup.
And a caravan.
Oh, I'm going to go down to probably 18 all round, except for maybe 20 on the rear drive of the car.
So we did have to get on the Queensland Park site to book these, the campground. We're going to campground 7. I think it for a family of 5, it was $29 a night. And then you get a vehicle permit as well to be able to drive around. So I think that was about $36 or $35. So for the week, that is. So yeah, we're gonna check out what it's like up at Rainbow Beach. Oh, we'll head towards Rainbow Beach, but yeah, just make the most of Teewah Beach. We've got mint weather this week, so obviously we'll bring you guys along for the ride.
Beach driving.
Beach driving?
Is this the first time you've done it?
No. Drove on the beaches in NT, WA.
Which one's in NT?
Dundee!
Oh yeah, that's right.
Don't start me, Henry.
Yeah, well, we've made it. The tide's it's 7:30, so we're easily going to make it to the campground. Coming down on the beach it's real whoopy and it's downhill, so when we leave it's going to be a whole different ball game, I'd say. So I don't know how that's all going to play out, but anyway,
go out that way.
We have to. There's no other option. We are definitely going out that way.
You said you might be able to go
Nah,
that way.
I was umming and ahhing about going out towards Rainbow Beach, but yeah, like I'm just not willing to drag the van through any sort of salt water at all or run the risk of losing the van, so it's just not worth it. I know you can do it, I'm not going to do it.
We will avoid salt water if it means it costs us an hour or two, like we don't care.
Yeah, so anyway, we're racing up here now, and we'll set up and we'll show you what's going on up here, but this is pretty much just to chill out and sort of sit around the caravan and be close to a beach, because we haven't been near a beach for quite some time. Yeah, might as well try and enjoy it as much as we can before we sort of get onto Fraser, where we really are going to start doing a lot of things, and people will be quite busy on Fraser, I would have thought. Oh yeah, we're doing Fraser next.
Gari.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gari. Anyway.
Jet ski.
Beautiful spot.
Water ski.
Can't get it in.
How you going, Louie? How you going?
You put sand in here,
Yeah.
and you put some water in the bucket, and I make hydro potion, and I grab it, and
Like you're making a potion, are you?
yeah, and I put the sand in here, and I put the other sand in here, and wash the wheels, and I get some water,
In the back of the dump truck.
and I put it in here, and I make my jet potion.
So someone dug this hole and the kids are just making the most of it. I just want to touch base on, I guess, campers and rubbish. We've come to this camp today and Henry's literally walking around with a rubbish bag picking up rubbish that's been left at this camp area. Like, look at this. Like, rubbish.
This isn't rubbish.
Rubbish. Like, beer cans. It's yeah, it's pretty disappointing considering the water is right there and this rubbish is ultimately just going to end up in the water. So yeah, just there's even bins at this, like along this whole beach. There's big skip bins to like put your rubbish in if you have to, but yeah, people are still leaving it laying around, which is very disappointing. Full of someone's.
What's that?
Second bag.
Oh yeah, I don't know, I was bored. Yeah, this is the second bag I've picked up in the space of probably 100 to 200 meters that way, and now I'll go this way. Half of it's washed up rubbish, but there's some things that I've picked up that are pretty disappointing, and there's a lot of female products that are on the beach that are pretty disgusting, which I'm not picking them up. So
Neither. Don't look at me.
anyway, bit disappointing to see on a nice beach, but what do you do? How good is this? We've pretty much, yeah, got no one, oh no, maybe probably close to 600 or 700 meters that way, all that way. There is a car there on the beach, but yeah, dinner tonight we're going to have a ribeye. Me and Sarah usually share one of those, have probably one of them once a fortnight, I reckon, and the kids will be having steaks. So yeah, anyway, what a wicked place to camp. Hopefully it stays this peaceful for the next week. One other thing too is I forgot to mention that we, yeah, this is our site here. We were on site, campsite 7, which was about 200 meters long, and there wasn't really enough space with the people that were set up there. So we decided, all right, well, we shifted down to here, which is camp zone 3, which is a couple of K's long, and yeah, we're able to snag this one. So we pulled up here, then Sarah jumped on the laptop and she had to do a full rebooking of this site, and then asked for a request on the other site, which is back towards Noosa, and it was like a 50-50 whether we're going to get that back. Anyway, the emails come through and we have got that back, so that was awesome. We pretty much just said that, yeah, there wasn't enough space there with the way everyone was sort of laid out, which was fine. Those sections were like, when you get on the website to book it, it's pretty much per head. It's not per, there's no sites, it's per people in that zone. So I'm pretty sure the zone for that was 40 people. And when we were there was only, I think there was maybe 10 or 15 there. So yeah, they just spread themselves right out, which was fine. They can do that. I'm not too stressed. So yeah, we were able to jag this spot anyway, so I'm happy. Yeah, maybe in the next couple of days we're going to go right up the other end up there and check out the lighthouse and a few other bits and pieces, and maybe even sneak into Rainbow Beach. But in the meantime, we'll cook this steak and I suppose maybe watch a movie and chill out. With the steak, with the ribeye, we pretty much cook it in the Weber on as high as heat as possible on one side and then the other, and then I'll I don't know, maybe pretty much the same amount of time you would normally cook a steak for, and then I chuck it on a tray and I slide it straight in the oven inside the Caravan, which cooks the rest of the way through to what we would normally have as medium steak. And yeah, like I said, we have these quite often. Some of you might be probably wondering where we got these from. So Kaon make these. I'll show you the logo in a sec, but yeah, pretty much they come for either side, and you undo a little bit of the barbecue and you just drop them in and do it back up, done, and it literally takes a couple of seconds to put on. Pretty cool idea. And when you're finished with it, you just lift the lid up and fold them back in, and they sit inside the tray, and then you can slide this one into the tunnel boot. This slider was actually inside this big box, and I decided that, like, I didn't want it there. In our last van we had it in this exact same spot and it seemed to work for us. Might not be for everyone. Are you worried about the heat on the side of the van? No, it's never ever really been a problem. Always keep an eye on it, and if the wind was blowing in there, I'd either put something there to shield it, or I'd just not cook. But yeah, this is it.
I'm gonna show you a bit of what I've been doing mainly all day. So at lunchtime we were going for around a bit of a walk around the beach, and then we found like this kind of like a hole. This is the hole. It looks a little bit but what is that? I'm working with what I got. Okay, so this was the entrance. Still kind of is. This is a table that you can like sit your stuff on if you want it, or it can be a chair. We have some cup holders along with our couch. Why does it look a bit weird on camera? Yeah, so that's the couch. And then we have this chair for Dad because that one's a bit too low, so his knees would be like up. So we made this one, which is a bit higher. Yeah, and then a little table bit there for him. There's another cup holder there. That's it. Literally, that's it. So when you sit down, it actually holds, which is really good. You can lay back, and then this is what you see. Well, we were watching the sunset. Me and my were finishing up in this because there was a few mozzies out. But we're sitting here and we're watching like the ocean and the sunset. It was actually really cool. So, and if you ever come here, try and find this, and I built it.